Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
MPJ.
And Pete, we are coming to you today again here from back home in Phoenix, Arizona. Back here for one more game as the camera pans around our lovely city here. We're gonna come talk to you about where the Beewolves are right now. Pete, the Beewolves are playing pretty good in the last 5 games, aren't they? And we've now got a season of a record of 5-12, and it's a totally different looking team than it was at the start of the season, Pete.
Yeah, it is. They went up to had a couple of statement games here. They went up to Tacoma, and they played the Herbisaurs 2 games. So they were up in Tacoma for about a week. When they rolled into town, the Herbisaurs were alone in first place, and when they rolled out, they were trailing the Nemesis. So that's exactly what we wanted to happen. The Beewolves went up and put put a couple of games on the Herbisaurs, and really it was the pitching. We got 2 great outings by our starting pitchers, and Hurley Bender. Honestly, one for the books. That's got to go down in history as being one of his greatest games he's played, Tom.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Pete, the Hurley Bender show, as it's going to go down in Beewolves 2020 lore, started in the bottom of the first with this strikeout by Morton Stamberg, Bender's first notch in his belt and a solid performance, the likes of which we haven't seen all year. Um, Unfortunately, he made a bad throw, the Beewolves' only error, in the bottom of the next inning with this bad toss over Torn's head and past Magic Moore into center field. And this gives the Herbisaurs an early 1-0 lead, which was unfortunate. But he regains his composure as he puts away Milo Stewart to end the side, and then yoinks sacks with this beautiful slider in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, after the overthrow, he seemed to lock in, and he was not having it.
Yes. Well, Bender may have been a little overconfident when he pitched this fastball to Henry Hamster in the bottom of the fourth, and Hamster almost put this ball into the Pacific with this monster home run that got the Herbisaurs out in front by 2. But that was going to be it, and the hammer was about to drop as the Beewolves were having none of it, or I should say Hurley Bender was having none of it, as he does what so few pitchers do, Pete, and that's to go long on Jem Qualita, as he does here in the bottom of the fifth, to put the Beewolves on the board. Rarely do you see a pitcher take one out like that. And it was a beautiful thing to see.
It was, and there was no doubt right from the bat that thing was going out, almost straightaway center field, I believe.
Yeah. Well, and then he proceeds to go on a tear by putting away 5 more batters through the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. And Pete, it was a beautiful thing to watch. But that fading slider of his is one of my favorite pitches. It really is.
Yeah, he dialed in between the pitching and the hitting. We were saying that come the end of the game that they were going to have to award him 2 stars for the 3 stars of the game. The one had to be for offense, and the second one was going to have to be for his defense. He was on.
Yeah, they should have, but they didn't. Anyway, finally, in the top of the 8th, after Bender gets the second base of the double, Buster Biggs comes to the plate and puts this one in the outfield, bringing Bender home, who beats the tag and ties the game up. But the Beewolves weren't done there. Still, in the bottom of the 8th, with runners at second and third, Billy LeBoink steps to the plate and smashes this one in the center field, bringing home both runners and putting the Wolves ahead 4-2. And that's just how the game ends when Juan Rojas comes to the plate in the bottom of the 9th with runners at first and second, and he hits Bender's 110th pitch down the third base line to Bertha Banks, and the Beewolves take 2 from the Herbisaurs in their own park, Pete. What a game.
Yes, sir. Exactly what we wanted to see out of the Beewolves. Hopefully we're going to start seeing better play out of them now. And when you look at the standings, they're I mean, it's almost like the first 11 games didn't happen,
Yeah.
They're only a game behind the Sirloins, 2 games behind the Water Bullets. So, they're climbing, and that's what we wanted out of them at this point. So, 1-10 in the first 11, and now they're 4-2 so far. So not bad.
Yeah.
No, not bad.
Yeah. Well, there's 9 other games to report on around the league that may change the standings just slightly, Pete. And it's going to start with the Hot Corners visiting the Moose out there in Detroit. Can you tell me how that one shaped up?
Certainly. Hot Corners and the Moose back and forth, and the Hot Corners take it 4-3.
The Grapplers go down to visit the Blowfish in Los Angeles, and it is a Blowfish victory, 9-6.
The Overdogs in visiting the Freebooters, and it's Overdogs 5-2.
There's a surprise. Heaters go to visit the Frontrunners in Philly, and the Frontrunners win at 4-2.
The Moonstars and the Philadelphia Freedom Moonstars take that one 4-3.
Goldcoats visit the Buzzards. Buzzards win at 3-zip.
The Crocs and the Hot Corners. Hot Corners take it 6-2.
Freebooters then go to Hawaii to play the Burners, and it's close, very close, but the Burners take it 7-6.
Platypi and these Sandcats, and it's Sandcats all the way, 11-4.
So at the end of those games, Pete, the Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division, ...
The Burners are holding court with a record of 11-6. They have a 2-game lead over the Freedom and the Moose, who are sitting at 9-8.
Down the Uncharted Division, the New York Wild Pigs are still out in front by a half game in front of the San Diego Platypi, who are playing 10-8.
Down in the Journey Division, the Arctics are holding a half-game lead over the Sandcats, and it's really kind of a scheduling situation. The Arctics sitting at 10-7, while the Sandcats are 10-8, so they're a half game out.
There's a lot of happy Phoenix fans there. Over here in the Explorer Conference Seafarer Division, the Houston Jacks are knotted up in first place with the Goldcoats, both teams with 11-6 record, 2 games out in front of the next.
In the Trade Division, the Nemesis at 10-7 have a 1-game lead over the Herbisaurs, the now slumping Herbisaurs. Herbisaurs are 9-8. And then our very own Beewolves at 5-12 are sitting 5 games out of first place.
They are. And then down in the Curiosity Division, these Warblers we're going to face today are leading that division 11-6. That's a solid. They got a 1-game lead over both the Wide Loads and the Moonstars, 10-7. And again, Pete, this is another game where the Beewolves are going up against a solidly winning team and a first-place team.
Yeah, we talked about that several times, that the Beewolves really have gotten a hard road to hoe here in the beginning months. They've faced a lot of really difficult competition right out of the block, and then as we've talked about also, with the Beewolves stumbling out of the block, it didn't really help to come up against every game come up against first, second place talent, and when you're struggling to find your swing. So hopefully we'll get it under control. We got the Warblers. We're going to have after this, we got the Wide Loads. Again, they're fighting it out for a first place position. And then we start to see a little bit more of easier competition, I think.
Yeah. Well, today's game, the Warblers 11-6 are bullpen beasts, not known for their starting pitching, but their bullpen they could dig into is quite impressive. They're going against the Beewolves, who are contact specialists, Pete, no longer speed demons.
No, well, I think it's their ability to get thrown out trying to steal. I think it's taking that away from them. I think if they had more steals, they'd be able to hold on to that. But the thing is about the Warblers, they call them bullpen beasts. They were bullpen beasts when we met up with them the first time this year early on. And yet their roster is filled with power hitters. They hit hard. Yeah.
And even though their starting pitching isn't remarkable, these expansion Warblers are going to put their left-hander Ashton Tapia on the mound today. And Ashton is juiced. He's playing better than he normally has throughout his career. So he's throwing the ball pretty hard. His junk's fine, and his accuracy is pretty good. He's got a 2-2 record on the season with a 3.57 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP.
Yes, sir. And then notable players, they've got Ash Lewis. I believe it's Ash, isn't it? Ash Lewis, the right fielder. He looks like he's tense, but he's juiced. And again, he's got that power that we talked about. His ability to connect is about average, and then he can make some things happen on the base paths. He's a little bit faster than average. He's hitting 271 with no home runs. And then Edwin Chops, home run hitter. We were just talking about him at the end of the last game. He's on the list for most home runs in the league, and he is
He's
locked
number
in.
3.
Yeah, number 3. He's locked in, plays center field. You can see that power bar is all the way up. His ability to connect, he's connecting at a better clip than he had been in previous seasons. And he's got a lot of speed, so if he can get on base, he can cause some problems. He's hitting 329 on the season with 8 home runs, which, as Tommy pointed out, puts him in third for the most home runs on the season so far. And then you got Barney Schaefer, the shortstop. Barney Schaefer is the player who hit the game-winning 2-run home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. The first time we faced these guys, we were tied going into the 9th inning, and Barney Schaefer hit the game-winning home run. He's juiced. He's got showing more speed than he has typically over the course of his career. His fielding and his arm are he's playing way out of his head right now. He's playing really well in the field. So he's going to be a hard one to get the ball past out there at shortstop. He's hitting 239 on the season with 3 home runs.
Absolutely. Well, the Beewolves are going to have their starting pitcher. Are going to use the right-hander Beavis Ortiz, who had a strong game in his last performance, if I remember correctly. He's pretty down the middle. He throws the ball hard enough. He's got good movement on it, good accuracy. He's got an 0-2 record on the season, so he's looking for his first win today. He's got a 4.64 ERA, which is nothing too bad, and a 0.98 WHIP.
Yeah, and as Tommy just pointed out, his last, much like Hurley Bender, his last outing, he showed that he could be hard to hit. So we're hoping we get another outing kind of like Hurley, where he comes out and is just dominant today. The notable players for the Beewolves, obviously, Alora Franco at first base. She's got a lot of power. Her ability to connect and her speed are exceptional. She's hitting 400 on the season, but still hasn't been able to go yard yet this year. Buster Biggs in left field is locked in, and his power, his ability to connect, and his speed is better than he's had his entire career. He's exceptional at all 3, and he's hitting 333 with 3 home runs, and I think that puts him in a tie for first place on the team. I think the most home runs our players have are 3, and I think there's 2. I think Biggs and LeBoink both have 3.
I believe
Handley Dexter is the superstar shortstop. He's got good. He's got better than average power, and he's got exceptional ability to see the ball and connect, and he's got some supposedly great speed on the base path. But he happens to be on the list of guys who get thrown out trying to steal bases. So yeah, and he does. It's not like he's got. He's on the list for most stolen bases as well. He just seems to get thrown out a lot. But he's hitting 274 with no home runs as well. So I'd like to see these Beewolves start putting the ball over the fence a little bit more frequently. But as long as it's a W at the end of the day, if we got to play small ball, well, that's what we got to do.
Well, before we go to the lineup here, just notice there's 3 of the starting notable players there in the picture. You got 3 people who are juiced for the Warblers. So that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Looking at today's lineup, getting the suggested lineup in for the assistant coach, and it looks like this. Pete, starting in the batting order, Handley Dexteras at shortstop, followed right behind by Billy LeBoink in the second slot. He'll be playing right field. Buster Biggs, third slot, left field, and he is locked in today, Pete. So it's be good to see more of those home run opportunities from the big man. Elora Franco, the first baseman, as usual, playing there. Ruby Green will be playing third base. Ruby Green, Pete.
Oh, okay.
So they're giving Bertha Banks a seat. Looks like Bertha Banks is a little bit tense. So Green comes in, and she's actually a better hitter, and she's even got better power. The only problem is it's her secondary position, so her fielding takes quite a hit. So they're hoping to get some offense from her, basically.
Yeah, and like you said, that's the one thing is that Bertha Banks is exceptional defensively, but she has struggled at the plate, very much like Johnson Swanson. Although Johnson Swanson's defense wasn't very good.
So it'll be good to see Ruby at the base.
Yeah.
She's easy on the eyes as well. Gina Torrens at second base. She'll be in there today. She's doing great. As usual, Magic Moore in center field. What can you say about Magic Moore? Eliza Peck is getting the nod, Pete, to play her first game for the Beewolves, a home game here. Steve Monster as well. But like you say, these catchers that kind of go back and forth them. So it'll be exciting to see what Eliza could do for her new team. And I'm sure she's eager to get out there. And then you got Beavis Ortiz will be taking the bump. He throws the four finger, the curveball, the slider, and the fork pitch. Those are some great pitches. And as we go to the field, Pete, this will be the second matchup this season between these two teams, second and last. It's a conference game, but they're in a different division. So it's a day game in the heat. So they close the dome and turn on the air.
I like that. Yeah, I was going over the game film from the first game, and man, it was exciting, back and forth all the way up until the final out. And then, that two-run homer in the bottom of the ninth to win it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to a good one here. And I'm looking forward to seeing Eliza Peck. The Warblers have Barney Schaefer at shortstop, Chops in center field, Haley at first base, Lewis in right field, Milk Roosevelt at second base, Rivas at third base, Turnip in left field, Person at catching. And then, of course, they have a pitcher. Barney Schaefer, Edwin Chops, and Lennox Haley going to take a quick gander at Beavis Ortiz, and we'll get this one going.
We will, sir. Looking to get another crack at these guys. Maybe get a win this time.
Yes, Barney Schaefer's hitting 239. Oh.
He is on the season. There's Eliza Peck behind the plate. Excited to be a Beewolf. The fans are excited to see her here today. Barney Schaefer's a juice. The outfield's going to go back and play deep for Mr. Schaefer, who is juiced and has a ton of power. Like Pete said, his average, he's got 3 home runs on the season. It's 7 RBIs. First pitch was in there for a ball. The second pitch misses low and away. Good stop back there by Peck. Third pitch inside corner, swing and a miss. Strike 1, 2-1 the count, top of the first. Good crowd on hand today. That pitch is low. Made it in there, just missed ball 3. 3-1 to count to Ortiz, number 43, throwing his 5th pitch right now. Misses high, batter walked.
Now batting, the center
fielder,
Edwin Chops comes up at 320 on the season with 8 home runs, Pete. He likes that pitch close and inside. Ortiz getting a signal from Peck, goes outside, misses. The outfield's going to go deep as well for Mr. Chops here. Pressure is medium because they know what Chops can do. And he hits that one. It's stopped by Torrens, who gets one out and couldn't quite turn the double play, but they got the lead runner, Pete. Good dive by Torrens to stop that one.
Yes, sir.
Lennox Haley hitting 261. Got power against lefties, which doesn't really matter here. He likes the high pitch. That goes over the glove of, oh my gosh, and he misses it. Buster Biggs misses it. It gets past third base. Oh, and it turns into a double, Pete. That was bad feeling. It went over Ruby Green's head, and then left fielder missed it. Excuse me, it's got me all choked up. Beavis Ortiz throwing to Ashley. That one's on the inside corner. Can't see because my stupid Ash Lewis, who's also juiced but tense. That was a strike on the inside corner, strike 1. Ortiz really kind of has to strike him out here. That one's on the outside corner, strike 2. 1-2 the count with runners at second, third. That curveball's hit down the line. Franco gets it. She's going to have to toss to first. She gets that second out, but the Warblers get one in. That was a tough hit down the line, and she knocked it down. Milk Roosevelt comes up hitting 329. Still a runner at third base with 2 outs. They're going to need an out here. Inside corner, strike 1 to Roosevelt. Like I said, a 1-0 game in the top of the first. That
oh, no.
Down the line, and it's foul, luckily. Cranked down the line. The infield's going to play the lines on Roosevelt. 0-2 the count. He needs one more strike, does Ortiz. Maybe he can get him chasing. Looking for a signal from Peck. Gets it, just misses inside. Ball 1-2 the count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that was nice to see there, Pete.
Woo! Yeah, that was. I think Ortiz is a little tight. Henley Dorothy Dexteras, Billy LeBoink, and Buster Biggs going to come up in the bottom of the first. Ashton Tapia is going to take the bump for the Warblers. Dexteris is hitting 274 with no home runs and an RBI. He's a tough out and a good utility player. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike one.
Ooh.
That one's inside. Ball one. 1-1. There's a swing and fouled off along the first base line. Out of play. Hanley Dexteris is known around the league as a tough out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a shot to the second baseman. Roosevelt picks it up, makes the throw to Haley at first to retire Dexteris.
Billy Boyd coming up hitting 318 in the season. He's got 3 home runs of his own, 13 RBIs. Likes to pitch in the top half. Gets it, smashes it hard to center field, but it's a line drive into the glove. It chops for 2 outs.
2 outs. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, hitting 333, 3 home runs and 9 RBIs on the season. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. That's into the gap. That's going to get back to the wall, and Buster Biggs is on his horse coming around. He's going to pull into second with a double. Way to go, Buster.
Biggs. Yeah, you can count on him. He's doing great so far, Pete.
Number 82.
Laura Franco comes up hitting 400 on the season. We're still looking for that long ball from Laura Franco to get out of here at some point. High and inside, that's going to go into left center, and that's going to bring Biggs home, Pete. And Franco's going to make it to second. It's going to be a stand-up double, and they score the run in with 2 outs, and this game is tied up.
All right, Alora, way to go. Ruby Green hitting 321 in the season with a home run and 2 RBIs. 2 outs, bottom of the first. The game is tied up. 1-1. That's high. Ball 1. 1-0. That's inside. Ball 2. 2-0. That's inside. Ball 3. 3-0. And Tapia's tense. Tapia just walked Ruby Green on 4 pitches, I believe, or was it 5?
No, that was 4 pitches. She never swung the bat.
Gina Torrance.
Hitting 311 on the season with runners at first and second base. A great offensive opportunity. Takes her first pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. She pops that one up, and that's going to end the side. Calling it off in left field is Turnip. 3 down.
3 down, but they tie it up. So Warblers 1 run on 1 hit with the Beewolves 1 run on 2 hits. Coming up in the top of the second, Latoya Rivas, Baller Turnip, and Hubbub Person. Ortiz threw 16 pitches. He's got a strikeout, a walk, and a hit in that first inning. Rivas, the third baseman. She's hitting 500 on the season with no home runs and 3 RBIs. That's popped up. Oh, no, they gave me the wrong person.
Oh, and it drops foul.
Sorry about that. I thought they gave me Franco, so I was running him back. That's foul along the first base line, out of play. That second pitch is in there for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Rivas. Ortiz delivers. That's a little low. Ball 1. 1-2. Nice trap by Franco. No, not Franco. That's inside. Ball 2. 2-2. That's fouled off along the first base line again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs in the top of the second. That's a shot to Franco. She's going to take it herself for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Baller Turnip, the left fielder, hitting 250 with 1 home run and 8 RBIs. He has power against right-handed pitching. That's inside. Ball 1. 1-0. Ortiz delivers. That's in there for a called strike. Evens up the count at 1. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and Turnip couldn't catch up with that one. He's in the hole now. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. That's fouled off. Just got enough to push it off foul along the first baseline. Out of play. That's a shot to Dexteris, who picks it up, makes the throw to first to retire that guy.
Number 46.
Hubbub Person, the catcher. He's hitting 170 on the season, no home runs and 3 RBIs. Ortiz is at 27 pitches. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Ortiz delivers. That's in there for a called second strike. And very quickly, Person is in the hole. 0-2. Ortiz delivers. Swing and a miss. Make it 21 Ks on the year for Beavis Ortiz. 21 Ks. Coming up in the bottom of the second, Magic Moore, Eliza Peck, and Beavis Ortiz. Eliza Peck for the first time. Ashton Tapia threw 13 pitches in that first inning, gave up a walk and 2 hits, as well as a run. Magic Moore, the center fielder, hit 245, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs. He's got connection versus left-handed pitching. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's a shot to the shortstop who picks the throw to first.
The second shortstop.
I was going to say, I got stuck in a groove there.
Here she is, Pete. Eliza Peck. With no average for first at-bat in the league. Smashes one into right center field. That's going back. And her first hit here, Pete, she's coming into second, slides in for a double. Welcome to the Beewolves, Ms. Peck.
There you go. All right. Beavis Ortiz, the pitcher, hitting 143 on the season with no home runs and an RB and an RBI and an RB. He got a beef and cheddar at the Arby's the other day. Go ahead. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's fouled off along the third baseline, and Ortiz finds himself behind 0-2. Oh. That's over the outside corner for a called strike 3. Ortiz goes down on strikes.
Hanley Dexteras, 0 for 1, 270. So Dexteras hoping to get Ms. Peck home here. Swing and a miss late on that outside pitch, strike 1 on 1 the count. Bottom of the second, 1 apiece. That one up near his elbow. Ball 1, 1-1. Another one, same spot, ball 2, and he's ahead in the count, 2-1. That's his pitch, and it's into right center field. Everyone's going around. Peck's going to come home as slow as she is. Stand-up double for Hanley Dexter's nice RBI, and the Beewolves are out front, 2-1.
There we go, Beewolves. Billy LeBlanc, the right fielder, hitting 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .313 on the season. He likes the high pitch. 2 outs, runner at second in the form of the speedy Dexteras. That's in there for a called strike. That one's low, evens up the count at 1-1. That's in there for a called second strike. That swung through the gap, and everybody's going to be safe. That goes into left field, and LeBlanc is standing at first with Dexteras at third.
He is, and here comes Buster Biggs, who's 1 for 1 with a double, hitting .343. He's threatening to bring home Dexteras from third, and he hits it, Pete, into center field. That's going to bring him in. It's a nice single. Dexteras crosses the plate, and it's a 3-1 Beewolves lead.
Yes, Laura Franco, the first baseman. She's neutral and fit. She's 1 for 1 with a double in the first inning. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. That's a smash. And everybody's going to be safe. Knocked down.
No.
Oh, no. Knocked down by the third baseman. His shortstop was able to recover and make the throw to first to get a Laura Franco. Wow, I thought she was going to beat that out. I'm sorry. Top of the third, Ashton Tapia, Barney Schaefer, and Edwin Chops going to face Ortiz, who's thrown 30 pitches. He got 2 strikeouts.
30 pitches in 2 innings. Eesh. Ashton Tapia comes up tense, but he's hitting .400 on the season. He's juiced, so you never know what he's going to do. Take the first pitch inside, ball 1-1 count. Top of the third, 3-1. Beewolves over the Warblers. Outside corner misses again, ball 2.
How much they paying you up?
Everyone gets that one on the inside corner, strike 1, 2-1 the count. Doesn't like Pete's commentary. Great crowd here on hand today. Ooh, he catches that foul ball, pushes it left down the first base side. 2 apiece, evened up. Here comes Ortiz. That one misses inside, gets away from Peck. Gets a new signal, delivers strikeout. That's his 3rd K today, right, Pete?
Yep.
Tapia goes down swinging. And up comes Barney Schaefer. He's got a walk hitting .239. He's juiced. He's hitting good power. The outfield's going to go deep for Mr. Schaefer. He hits that one to Franco, who reaches down and grabs it for the second out. That was about to go deep to right field. Edwin Chops comes up 0 for 1. Edwin likes the inside pitch, and the outfield's going to go deep for Mr. Chop as well. Ortiz winds up, delivers way outside. Infield's going to guard the line. Infield's going halfway. Strike 1. 1 apiece. Infield's going to guard the lines. All right, 1-1 and 2. Top of the third. Check swing inside corner. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Beavis Ortiz is throwing 40 pitches. Gets a signal for Peck. Delivers number 41. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. He's got 4 Ks, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'd like to see him bring that pitch count down, but that's okay. 2 strikeouts in the innings, all right. Ruby Green, Gina Torrens, and Magic Moore coming up in the bottom of the third. Tapia's throwing 29 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, and giving up 6 hits. Beewolves holding a 3-1 lead. Ruby Green, the first baseman's got a walk on the day,
Green is she gets hitting 321 for as little as she plays. She's doing really well. First pitch on the outside corner, strike 1-0 on the count. That one's high. Ooh, and it makes it in for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Oh, breaks her bat on a high inside pitch. Roosevelt at second gets it. Throws her out at first. 1 down.
Gina Torrens, the second baseman. She's neutral and fit. She's 0 for 1 in the day, hitting .306 with no home runs, 2 RBIs. Takes that first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's along the first baseline to Haley, who picks it up, makes the run himself to retire Torrens.
Magic Moore comes up 0 for 1 of the day, hitting .240. This part of the rotation's got to start getting some hits. First pitch in there, low, ball 1, 1 of the count to Magic Moore. Ball 2, quickly out ahead, 2-0. That one's low, ball 3, and now he's got a 3-0. Ashton Tapia floats one in there for a strike. Let's see what happens here. 3-1 the count. That one he hits, but straight to the second baseman. Roosevelt throws him out. 1-2-3.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get more production out of that part of the lineup. Coming up in the top of the fourth, Lennox Haley 1 for 1 with a double. Ash Lewis 0 for 1. Milk Roosevelt 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ortiz has thrown 41 pitches, got 4 strikeouts, a walk, and given up 1 hit. I believe that's 1 hit, right? This guy is Lennox Haley. He likes the high pitch. He's playing first base for the Warblers. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Haley's hitting .277 on the season. That's into the gap between. Uh-oh. Why would you do that? Yeah.
He gets a double, but he throws to first instead of second.
Yeah. Magic Moore went to first for some reason instead of going either to the cutoff or second base, and because the ball was in the air longer, it allowed him to make the turn and get to second. That's a high pop fly in the infield. Frank goes underneath it, makes the catch for the first out. 1 out, man at second. Milk Roosevelt 0 for 1 in the day. He's feeling neutral and fit, hitting .324. He's got 8 RBIs on the season. That's a slow roller.
Oh, they're both safe.
Yeah, went to third on that one because the runner at second didn't have a lot of speed, so he was hoping to get that thrown out. Okay, so we got men at first and third with 1 out. Latoya Rivas is up. She's locked in and fit.
Uh-oh. Great jump to Exteras. Gets her at first, but the run comes in.
They get the run, yeah, but he was able to pull it in and throw her out at first. So there's 2 outs with a runner at first. Baller Turnip has power versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting .246 with a home run and 8 RBIs. A little bit of shaky defense out there right now, Tom. I think we could have played this a lot tighter and probably should have played a lot better than it came out. But no harm done yet. That one's high. Ball 2. 2-0 to Turnip. That's in there for called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's inside. Ball 3. 3-1 with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. That's in there for a called second strike. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. That's a swing and a miss. And Ortiz gets the strikeout when he needs it. Way to go, Beavis. Warblers 2 runs on 2 hits. The Beewolves 3 runs on 6 hits. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth, Eliza Peck 1 for 1 with a double. Beavis Ortiz 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Hanley Dexteris 1 for 2 with a double.
Now batting, the catcher, number 50.
Eliza Peck 1 for 1 with a double. She's hitting 1,000. Tapia delivers. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-0. It's inside. Ball 2. 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. That's high. Ball 3. 3-1. That's a walk. Eliza Peck will take a walk on 5 pitches.
The pitcher.
Way to go, Eliza.
Beavis Ortiz.
She's reached both times she was up.
Yeah. Beavis Ortiz comes up 0 for 1, 125 in the season. It was a bad strikeout that first time. I think 3-pitch strikeout. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is swing and miss strike. One apiece. Bottom of the fourth, 3-2 Beewolves. That one drifts outside, ball 2. And it looks like Tapia is losing some stamina. Throws his 48th pitch. Wow, Ortiz hands out a souvenir on the first base side. Still 2 apiece. He pops that one up in the left field, and it's going to glove a turn up for the first out.
Dog.
Good hit, though.
I got a lot of hiccup right there. Hanley Dexter is the superstar shortstop. He's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Eliza Peck does not have a lot of speed on the base path, so she will not be stealing. That's high. Ball 1. 1-0. Tapia's delivered his 51st pitch as a ball. 2-0. There's a shot by Hanley Dexteras, and that's gone. All right, his first home run of the season. Way to go, Hanley Dexteras. 414 feet. That's his first home run and his 30 RBI of the season. I think things are turning around here, Tommy.
Wow, what time it finally gets that home run. We're looking at you, Laura Franco. Billy LeBanc. Billy LeBoink, 1 for 2 on the day. Smith, oh my gosh. Oh, he hit that one right back to the mound, and the pitcher goes down. We're gonna see a substitution here.
We're going to have to be careful because the bullpen for the Warblers is better than their starting pitchers. Okay, leaving the game, Ashton Tapia, who's been injured. And coming in is Frederick Wells, the relief pitcher. Wells is neutral and juiced. He's got a 2.30 ERA, a 1.47 whip, and he's got 14 strikeouts on the season. He's pitching far better than his stats would suggest. His velocity is up, his accuracy is up, and he's got a lot of junk. He throws a 4-seam, a slider, and a changeup. We're also going to see Baller Turnup, the left fielder, be replaced by Dash Bugby. Dash Bugby, a first baseman, is going to come in and play left field. So Bugby has a 217 average with a home run. He's got average speed. His fielding is very poor. So anything to the left field could possibly be extra bases. And he's got a little bit better than average arm. So don't be afraid to push it if you hit it to left field. That's a wild pitch.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, Billy LeBoink is not the guy to do that with. Sorry. 1 ball, 2 balls to Buster Biggs, 2 outs. There's a shot. That's high and deep. And the center fielder is out there, and Chops is under it, makes the catch just at the start of the warning track. But the Beewolves pick up 2 more, so it's 5-2, Tommy, as we head into the top of the 5th. Hubbub Person, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Dash Bugby, his first at bat, and Barney Schaefer, 0 for 1 with a walk.
Now batting, the catcher, number 40.
Hope Tapia is going to be all right there. Hubbub Pearson.
I hope so, too.
0 for 1 on the day, 167. The catcher. Where's the cage? In front and behind and at the plate. First pitch by Ortiz inside corner, strike 1. 0-1 the count, top of the 5th, 5-2. Beewolves over Warblers. Beavis Ortiz looking for his 55th signal from Eliza Peck. He gets it, winds up, delivers. It's low down the side. Franco picks it up on the line and walks it over for the out. Dash Bugby, 217. He came in relief in left field. He's got a lot of power. Ortiz throws it to him. Swing and a miss on that slider. 0-1 the count. Second pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball on the upper outside. He goes for the 3-pitch strikeout. He does, Pete. 3 pitches, 3 swings. Wow. Big K by Ortiz.
That's what I'm talking about. His pitching staff is really, they are revved up, man.
Yeah, they are, man. Barney Schaefer he's got power against right-handers, and he's juiced. So you got to be careful throwing to him. Puts it right in there, and that goes over the glove of whoever's at third. And it's going to be a single in the left field.
The center fielder, number 6.
Uh-oh.
Edwin Chops.
Just locked in. He's He's got some speed at first base. Chops gets the first pitch low and away, misses. The outfield's going to play back on him. He likes the inside pitch. See what Ortiz does. Gets a signal from Peck. Winds up, delivers. Puts a fork pitch in there nicely. Strike one. 1-1 the count with 2 outs. Top of the 5th. The runner on first. Strike. Fastball upper left. 1-2. Gets him on that third pitch, man. He's throwing the K's, Pete. Beavis Ortiz.
Yes, sir. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th, Alora Franco 1 for 2 with a double. Ruby Green 0 for 1 with a walk. And Gina Torrens 0 for 2. Wells has thrown 3 pitches so far in his brief appearance. Beewolves with a 5-2 lead. Alora Franco, first base, 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. She's hitting .404 this season.
She wants her first home run. Gets the first pitch from Frederick Wells way outside. Ball 1. Wells is juiced. Throws that one in there fast. Franco hits that one up to the right side foul. Upper deck souvenir. Hands that one down the left side foul. 1-2. That one is low, ball 2. Evened up in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes Wells. Inside, she hits a grounder to third base. Rivas picks it up, throws it to first for the first out.
All right, Ruby Green, the first baseman. She's neutral and fit. She's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Hitting .310 on the season with a home run and 2 RBIs. Takes that first pitch high. Ball 1. 1-0. That's in there. Evens up the count at 1-1. There's a smash into left field, and Bugby's able to run it down for the second out.
Thought that was going to land in there real quick.
I did too.
Gina Torrens looking a little bit tense. She's 0-2 on the day, but she's a great contact hitter. Pitch curve misses outside, or the slider misses outside. Ball 1. Second one is strike 1. 1 apiece of 2 outs. She hits that one hard to left field, but it's a line drive to Bugby, who's going to end that side.
Rats. That was hit good, but yeah, it just hung up long enough for Bugby to get under it. Top of the 6th, Lennox Haley 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Ash Lewis 0 for 2, and Milk Roosevelt 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Ortiz with 7 strikeouts on the day, Tommy.
Oh, 2 doubles.
Yeah, 2 doubles.
Jeez.
He likes the high pitch, Lennox Haley, hitting .292. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Beavis Ortiz is up to 65 pitches in the 6th inning. Delivers that one. That's a little inside. Ball 1. 1-1. That's a little low. Ball 2. 2-1 to Lennox Haley, the first baseman. That's in there for a called strike. 2-2. Count is evened up. Ortiz delivers. That was high, but anticipated by Haley. It's a little high. 3-2, full count. Ortiz delivers. It's fouled off along the first base line into the dugout. Hey, heads up. Watch out. There's a shot. The Torrens going to step over, pick it up. Double pump over to Franco for the out. 1 out. And Ortiz's mojo has gone up. Ash Lewis, the right fielder, he's tense but juiced, hitting .264 on the season. Checks his swing but gets called strike. Strike 1. Lewis has good connection against right-handed pitchers. That one's inside. Ball 1. 1-1. Ortiz looks in, gets the signal, delivers for a called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lewis. A broken bat, and Alora Franco gives chase, but that's in the stands along the first base line. We'll re-rack it and do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes from the locked-in Beavis Ortiz. That's fouled off deep along the third base line into the stands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That swing and a miss. Ash Lewis goes down. That'll be 8 Ks on the day. Does Beavis Ortiz actually hit double digits, Tommy? Oh, I don't want to jinx it. He's at 77 right now in the top of the 6th. He's locked in though, Tom. That's in there for a called strike. Milk Roosevelt, the second baseman, he steps in. He's hitting .320 on the season.
Nice grab, Dexterous, who dives for it, throws, but it's not going to be in time. He has some wheels.
Yeah, he does.
Third baseman, number 18.
Latoya Rivas, the third baseman, 0 for 2 with an RBI today. 2 outs with a man on first. Rivas hitting .429. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike one. Ortiz goes to first to keep the runner close. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and very quickly Rivas is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. The delivery, swing and a miss. She goes down on strikes. That's got to be 9, doesn't it? That's got to be 9.
That looks like 9 to me.
Magic Moore 0 for 2. Eliza Peck 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. Beavis Ortiz 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Wells has thrown 14 pitches. And the Beewolves have a 5-2 lead as we head into the bottom of the 6th.
Magic Moore 0 for 2. I hate to see anybody go 0 for 3.
Me too. Magic Moore's 0 for 2 on the day. That's fouled off. He's in .235 on the season with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Get yourself in there in the lead there. Takes that second pitch for a called second strike. Hits that along to Rivas at third base. She picks it up, makes the throw to Haley at first for the out. 1 out.
Eliza Peck, 1 for 1 with a double and a walk, batting 1,000 feet. She's never not been on base in her whole career. First pitch is inside, ball 1, 1-0 the count. Great place to be for Peck. She hits that one up the middle, and she's going to be on again, Pete. She's unstoppable.
I'm telling you.
Pete feels good about that move.
It's a good move. So far, Beavis Ortiz is locked in and fit. He's 0 for 2 on the day, hitting 111. No home runs and an RBI. Peck does not have a lot of speed. She's not a threat to steal. There's a shot to the pitcher who was able to get his hand out and knock it down. They're able to get Ortiz at first, but Peck gets to second safely.
And here comes Hanley Dexteras, 2 for 3 with a home run and a double, and a runner at second base, or a walker, I should say. Oh, and he pops that one up, and that's going to end the side. Ranging over to get it is Bags. Bugby, out number 3.
Oh, so close. Coming up in the top of the 7th, Frederick Wells is first at bat. Hubbub Pearson, 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and Dash Bugby, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ortiz has 82 pitches, 9 strikeouts, a walk, and 4 hits.
The pitcher, number 39.
Wells is locked in and juiced.
He is. Good power. Oh, but there he goes. I was going to say good power and contact for a pitcher, but I guess that's all we're going to see from Wells today, the relief pitcher. Pewter Fisher, who normally plays left field, is coming in. Okay. Oh, pinch hitting. I'm sorry, he's pinch hitting. He's got good contact. Does Pewter. Sorry. I didn't know what that meant. I don't know why I'm so confused. The first pitch, the first strike. Good contact hitter. Pops that one up down the right first base line. Souvenir. 0-2. Out ahead is Ortiz throwing his 85th pitch. Just misses it high. Ball 1, 1-2 the count. Beavis Ortiz is locked in. Still throwing pretty well, too, this late in the game. Misses on that one. 2 apiece. He's trying to get Fisher to chase something. There it is. He chases that one right to Torrens, who's going to scoop it up at second. Throw it to first. 1 down, Pete.
Now
all right.
The catcher, number 46.
Hubbub Person. So for 2 on the day. It's well neutral. Pretty average by most counts. Beavis Ortiz lines up. Throws a pitch, misses inside. Ball 1. Eliza Peck back there doing a great job behind the plate her first day. Second pitch is in there for strike. 1 apiece. Peck calls the 90th pitch for Ortiz. That slider outside popped up to Gina Torrens off the bat. 2 down, Pete.
The left fielder, number 4.
And up comes Dash Bugby, 0 for 1, 208. But Bugby's got good power. He's doing well out there in left field. Curveball misses high and inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. That one's low and inside, ball 2, top of the 7th, 5-2 Beewolves over the Warblers with 2 outs. 2-0 the count. Ortiz puts it in there, slider. He gets a piece down the first baseline, fouled. 2-1 the count. That one's fastball inside, puts that one in the crowd on the first baseline. 2-2, evened up, 2-2-2. Dang, it's another strikeout. He think that's 10, and he didn't like it, but it's okay.
All right. Double digits.
Pewter Fisher's coming out of the game. Presley Barrett's coming in right field, the relief pitcher. She's got okay velocity, great junk, and great accuracy. She's really something. She throws a 4-finger to the slider and the curveball. Pete Beavis Ortiz is quietly playing an amazing game.
Yes, he is. Bottom of the 7th. Bully LeBoink 2 for 3. Buster Biggs 2 for 3 with a double. And Alora Franco 1 for 3 with a double. Presley Barrett's going to take over duties on the mound for the Warblers. Beewolves still holding on to that 5-2 lead. Let's put some space out there, boys. Let's get it going. 2 for 3. 2 singles hitting .333. He likes the high pitch. Barrett delivers. That's inside. Ball 1. 1-0. There's a smash up the middle. Schaefer lays out for it, makes the throw to Haley, and gets the slow LeBoink at first for the first out.
Great play at shortstop for Schaefer there. Buster Biggs, 2 for 3 on the day. Takes the first pitch, hits it straight to Schaefer. He's going to make that an easy out. 2 down.
Okay. That was weird. Laura Franco, the first baseman, she's 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI, hitting .396. Takes that first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That's fouled off along the third baseline. 0-2. That's popped up into shallow left center.
It's all Schaefer
for the third out. Yeah, we got to. These Beewolves got to be careful they don't make it easy on Barrett. Barney Schaefer, Edwin Chops, and Lennox Haley. Schaefer 1 for 2 with a walk. Chops 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and Lennox Haley 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Coming up against Schaefer, 1 for 2 with single and a walk. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. Ortiz is up to 95 pitches. And that's a shot to Dexteras, who picks it up, double pumps it, throws to Franco for the first out. 1 out. Edwin Chops, the center fielder. He likes the inside pitch. He's 0 for 3 on the day, hitting .316 with 8 home runs and 12 RBIs. He's a dangerous hitter, this Chops. That's popped up behind home plate. Eliza Peck is out, calling everybody off. Makes the catch for the second out. 2 down. Lennox Haley.
2 outs.
I like that. Lennox Haley, the first baseman, 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. He likes the high pitch.
He's going to get it.
Right there. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. 0-1 in the top of the 8th. Beewolves 5. Warblers 2. That's in there for a called second strike. And Haley is in the hole 0-2 with 2 outs. That's a little outside. Ball 1. 1-2. Ortiz's velocity seems to have gone down a little bit. That's outside. Evens up the count at 2. 2-2. Ortiz delivers, and that's a shot to Dexteras. Picks it up, makes the throw.
Again he beats it out.
Jeez. Ortiz is up over 100 pitches. Oh, Ash Lewis, the right fielder, is tense and juiced. He's hitting .260 on the season. Ortiz is going to get a much-deserved time off. He's coming out of the game. And in comes Benson Rushmore, the relief pitcher. He's got an ERA of 9.26. He's got a 2.06 whip and 9 strikeouts on the season. He's feeling neutral and fit. His velocity and junk are moderate, and his accuracy struggles a little bit, but he throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a curve. Rushmore facing off against Ash Lewis. The first pitch was low, ball 1, 1-0. That's in there for a called strike, 1-1. Shatters his bat. The ball is out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ash Lewis, the right fielder. And that's in there for a called third strike. Welcome to the game, Benson Rushmore. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th, Ruby Green 0 for 2 with a walk. Gina Torrens 0 for 3. Magic Moore 0 for 3. Presley Barrett only threw 6 pitches in that short appearance in the 7th. We'll try to get to her quick here. Ruby Green, the first baseman, 0 for 2 with a walk and 300 with a home run and 2 RBIs this season.
0 for 2, hoping to see her go 1 for 3. Takes first pitch high inside, ball 1. 1-0 count. Second one outside, she reaches for it, hits it straight to Schaefer. Again, it's the Schaefer show as he throws her out at first. 1 down.
Gina Torrens is tense but fit. She's 0 for 3 on the day, hitting .297. No home runs, 2 RBIs. That's a shot into center field. That'll drop for a clean single. Way to go, Gina. Turn that tense into bashing.
That one was right down the middle. She could not swing at it. Magic Moore 0 for 3. 231 on the season. There goes Torrance for second. He swings. It gets it through the gap, and it's going to go to left field. Torrance is going to hold up at second.
Perfect hit and run. The shortstop broke to second, which opened up the hole. Eliza Peck, 2 for 2, double, single, and a walk. 1 out in the top of the 8th. Takes that first pitch in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's way outside.
They were watching her on that.
1-1. That's a smash into center field. It's going to be caught by Chops in center field. Everybody's able to get back to their respective bases. 2 outs.
I didn't think she was ever going to be out, Pete.
Well, it had to happen one time. I was very impressed that she reached the first 3 times she was up.
Bench and Rushmore hitting 500 on the season. More power than most. Just pops it straight up. That's going to be out number 3 as Barrett pulls it in.
Like I said, that was right down the middle. I couldn't not.
Yeah.
Coming up in the top of the 9th, Milk Roosevelt, Latoya Rivas, and Presley Barrett. Roosevelt 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Rivas 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and Barrett's first at bat. Rushmore threw 4 pitches and wound up with 1 strikeout.
Number 23.
Roosevelt 1 for 3 with a single. 329. Rushmore number 44 is going to throw his 5th pitch when he gets a signal from Peck. Gets it. Winds up. Delivers. High and inside. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Hoping to get out of this side to win another game against a strong team. The Beewolves last place team playing a first place team again. And it's quickly 2-1 the count. Top of the 9th, low pressure. Rushmore's hoping to get this win here. And the save popped up behind home plate. Peck's ranging over to get it. Lost it for a second. Grabs the ball on the first base line. 1 down, Pete.
The third baseman, number 18.
Yes, sir.
Latoya Rivas, the first basewoman for the Warblers, is 0 for 3 on the day, but she's hitting 400 on the season. So I'd be a little bit surprised if she didn't get on base here. Slider makes it high and inside. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. 1 out, top of the 9th. Rushmore puts that one low and away, a little too far away. Ball 1, 1-1-1 to Rivas. His 11th pitch is inside, and that goes right in the hand of Dexter.
Nice.
Diving catch. Achievement unlocked. Hope that comes out in the wash.
I'll tell you what, Dexteris has been playing his heart out there.
Yeah, he gets his first home run and a great catch.
He had a couple diving stops.
That's it for Presley Barrett. She's going to come out in relief. Is going to be Uriel Jackson. Oh, third base. I'm sorry. He's going to be pinch hitting for Barrett. Who'll be up. He's got good power, fine contact, and pretty good speed. So Uriel Erickson hoping to get out with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. He's the last hope for the Warblers. High and inside corner strike by Rushmore. 0-1 the count. Fans are getting ready here. That slider low and away misses, or was that a curveball?
Slider.
Slider. Fastball low and outside misses as well. 2-1 the count to Uriel Erickson. That pitch is hitting a line drive to Franco at first base, who's going to walk it down and get the 3rd out. Pete and the Beewolves take another one against the first place team, and they even up the series with the Warblers on the season, and it's a big win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I'm happy about that. I watched that first game we played against these guys, and it was a back-and-forth battle. And ultimately they were able to come and win it in the bottom of the 9th. And I felt like we could beat these guys. I thought we could beat these guys. All right.
Well, it all started off in the first. Warblers go out ahead. Pete, this is the 3rd game in a row where the other team has taken the lead first, and the Beewolves have battled from behind to beat a first-place team. It was one, and then they tied up 1 apiece in the first. They get 2 more in the second. And then the Warblers tie it up in the 4th, but quickly the Beewolves get 2 more.
No, they were still behind because Beewolves had 3.
No, oh, that's right. Yeah, it was 3-2. You're right. And then we added 2 more to insurance 5, and then it was a pitching duel for the rest of the game. Only 5 hits for the first place Colorado Springs Warblers, and they leave here with only 2 runs. The Beewolves get 11 hits and 5 runs. Take it.
Tom, I'm verklempt over here. I'm getting misty-eyed. I never thought I would see the Beewolves with 11 hits. The last time we saw these guys, it was like the idea of getting 11 hits was like, oh my God, we would have been on an easy streak back then. But things are turning around, and I'm happy. It makes me happy.
Boy, the Warblers, they're the dangerous batter that we were so afraid of. Edwin Chops goes 0 for 4 on the day. He scores 1 run, but he strikes out twice. Right behind him, though, Haley goes 3 for 4. I think he got the 2 doubles or something like that.
Yeah, but by the same token, he got 3 for 4. He did score a run, but we didn't let him beat us. Even though he hit 3 for 4, he only scored 1 run. No RBIs, no home runs, no, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, he did have a really good day, but, he didn't beat us. And, again, we talked about this with the Hurley Bender. He threw a 4-hitter. This is a 5-hitter.
Yeah.
He threw a 5-hitter. Got double-digit strikeouts.
Great pitching again. Great pitching for the 3rd straight game. Great pitching. When you went from Deshaun Levon to Hurley Bender to Beavis Ortiz, just 3 great highlight.
Great outings. Yeah, just great outings. And again, like I say, we've been the Beewolf pitchers have been flirting with a double-digit day, and leave it to Beavis Ortiz to come up and get the first one. So,
well, your new friend Eliza Peck started catcher today. She goes 2 for 3, gets 2 runs, gets walked once. She's got a .667 batting average, Pete.
Yeah. I can live with that. I think I can live with that more than Johnson Swanson.
Well, I'll talk about Warblers pitching because you can talk about it. So Tapia comes in, pitches 3.1 innings, gets 8 hits off, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 home run off, a 4.85 ERA, 2 and 3 on the season with this loss. Wells comes in relief, throws 2.2, gets 1 hit. He's got a 1.96 ERA and 3-0 for the season. Barrett comes in to close out those 2 innings, gets 2 hits off. 6.08 ERA, 2-1 on the season.
Yeah, and then over for the Beewolves, Beavis Ortiz went 7 2/3 innings. He gave up 5 hits. That's it. 5 hits over the course of 7 2/3 innings. He had 2 earned runs, a walk, had tallied 10 strikeouts, brings his ERA down to 4.03 and improves his record to 1-2. Benson Rushmore came in relief. He pitched an inning and a third, gave up no hits, no earned runs, did not walk anybody. He had 1 strikeout. So he had to get 4 outs, one of which was a strikeout. His ERA comes down to 8.31, and he tallies his first save on the season. So,
and I know Benson Rushmore is the final Beewolf player who's kind of being eyeballed for potential movement in the season. So I know he's looking to play his best baseball. I think he showed up today to make his case and spoke pretty well for himself.
I agree with that, Tom. But it was like something we had always said was it really comes down to our starting pitchers because we weren't getting long outings from them. We were putting a lot of pressure on the relievers, and I think Benson Rushmore, I can't remember the last time he saw service, so he was ready. You know what I mean? He was ready to go, and he proved it. He came out and he pitched a heck of an inning and a third.
Speaking of starting pitchers, let's hear about those players of the game, Pete.
First player of the game, and it's good to see this guy back in the players of the game. Superstar shortstop Hanley Dexteris. He went 2 for 4 with a home run, a double. He had 3 RBIs, and he scored 2 runs himself.
That is great. He belongs first there. It's his place. He's been out for a while. Second place, our friend, the B-plus pitcher, starting pitcher, Beavis Ortiz, like you said, had his best game of the season, maybe one of the best of his career. Goes 7.2 innings, first of all. Gets only 5 hits off of it. Said, if I even counted on one hand, only 2 earned runs through 1 walk.
Yep, and then rounding out the 3 stars for the Warblers, Lennox Haley at first base. He went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, and he scored a run. He did everything he could to help try to get this team over the finish line, and unfortunately, he seemed to be the only one working at it. So, what a game! And Tommy G with 4 hits, a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 great catches, and 5 strikeouts with a 47% contribution. I had 7 hits, no home runs, 3 RBIs, 3 great catches, and 6 strikeouts for a 53%. And it's nice to see him back on top for this change because he stinks, that guy.
Oh, another great win there, boy. Boy, post-game show.
Boy, that's exciting. That is exciting.
Yeah.
Beavis Ortiz has got to be in the top 10 now of strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
Because he came in, I think, with 20. So he's got to be up around, I mean, he's got to be at 30.
Yeah.
I'm going there now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the season standings right here. Yep, 6-12 now. I mean, we are a losing team. It's going to take a while. I don't know if we can get a winning record, but really made some headway in these last few games.
We did. We announced our presence with authority.
Yeah, it's the Warblers, the first place team we just beat, is still first place in their division.
Yeah, well, they're at 11-6. Yeah, we didn't hurt them too much, although we did because we didn't knock them out at first. But the wide loads and the Moonstars are now a half game closer, so they're only a half game out, breathing on the Warblers' neck, and we're only a half game behind the Sirloins now. So we're knocking on their door. And pretty soon we may not be in the cellar in the trade division. We may be, we may move up a position. So, way to go.
We're about to pack up here and head to New York City first time. Going to be we'll be on a real road trip. We got in the next 7 games, only 1 at home. We got 3. We go from New York to L.A. to St. Louis. Talk about no, connection. It's one end of the country. Then we come home to play the Moonstars. Then we go down to Houston, out to Oakland, and then I guess the away game is actually in Phoenix against the Cats.
Yeah, although because we play in the same same stadium. That'll be cool.
Well, look, a little bit of development thing there. Steve Monstour's got new contacts.
I saw that.
His contact, so he goes from 45 to 47. He gets 2 more in his contact, so he's excited to get back out there again. He didn't like sitting on the bench for
I was going to say, Eliza Peck is starting to put a little pressure on Mr. Monstour. We may see a little bit better. Although he was playing well to begin with, but we might see a little bit better production out of him. And Maximilian Garcia has lowered his asking salary, so he's down to 5.5.
Yeah, it's nice to have options.
I was going to say, what is not that, I mean, again, after his excellent outing, I wouldn't immediately, but if I can pick up, so Rushmore is at 3.4 million. So we got a long ways to go before Maximilian Garcia gets down to that range, but we'll see how it goes. And again, as Tommy pointed out, Rushmore had a great outing, so I don't think he has anything to worry about, at least until his next poor outing. So
yeah. All right, well, I guess we can call it here then for the night or for the day. It's been a great game here in Phoenix, and it was a great win. Good to see this team on the uptick. Excited to keep things going out there in New York and see how these guys can maybe ramp it up going into the wherever point we are in the season. What game have we played here? We're at
that would be
12.
our 18th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Warblers were our 18th game.
We're closing in on the halfway mark. All right.
Yep, and we're heading in the right direction.
Yes. All right. Well, until next time, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, celebrate good times. Get out!